Alrighty. Managed to not be super mega ultra late today, so that's good. We're off to a good start. Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Welcome to Amphibian Day. We're drawing some frogs, toads, salamanders, axolotls, all kinds of amphibious critters. And yeah, I haven't drawn a frog in who knows how long either. Amazed. That's why I was like, you know, I feel like I missed Frog Day a few weeks ago, which is a little bit of a bummer because that would have been a good tie-in, but we're making up for it today. It's what is it? It's like National Wildlife Week or something like that. So yeah, we're drawing some wildlife, and I kind of think it's a good opportunity to talk about frogs and toads and such because they're kind of an indicator species, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term, but it's like whenever there's something changing in an environment, fish and amphibians tend to be the most sensitive to those changes. So it's a good way to tell, like, if you suddenly have a bunch of, and I think birds too to some extent, but it's like if you suddenly have a bunch of frogs dying, it's like, okay, something's wrong in the water, or like something's off. So yeah, they're pretty important. So since, you know, it's an important wildlife to learn about, that's what we're doing today. Get the bad drawings out. I'm writing it right away this time. And we're gonna have our little frog skeleton guy saying it, because that makes me lol. All right. Thank you, Maze, by the way, for pinning that link to my reference page. If anybody needs some references, there are some pretty good ones pinned right now, if you'd like to do this. I did remember, Buttons, you just got here and you already know how it goes. I remembered a thing. I don't have my water with me, but I remembered this. So we did it. And Yakota, hello, how are you? Thanks for being here. Yeah, that art block is tough. Let's get it out together, for sure. Let's get it out together. This is a good way to do it, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like drawing something without having to, like I said yesterday if you were here, not having to just think creatively about something and just draw is a great way to break through art block, in my opinion. At least it's a way that works a lot for me. Another thing, you know, if this doesn't totally do it for you, is just looking at art that inspires you. I have a bunch of art books behind me that I like to look through when I'm having a low time with my creative inspiration, and just see how other artists have handled similar issues. Like, you know, oh, I want to make a cool drawing of like this, but I don't know what to do. Go look at some inspiring work. That's another thing that I do. But drawing from reference is a good way, because eventually, the way I see it, my brain just eventually gets bored of drawing from reference, and it's like, okay, I'm ready to do my own thing now. So maybe it'll work for you, I hope so. And if not, hey, if it doesn't work, you build a skill set, so it's a win-win, you know? If you can't be creative, you might as well get better. That's how I look at it. But how are you guys doing today? Thanks for being here, Maze. I really appreciate you. I hope you know that. Such a good mod, such a good friend. And Dangerous Buttons, how are you doing today? Thanks for being here. Hope Froggos are gonna go well. Yeah, same. Yeah, I will go by painting style. I feel like painting today rather than, yeah, do it. Oh my gosh, yes. Do some studies. I definitely say roll with what your gut is telling you. But if you feel like drawing a frog at any point, let me know. We'll be in here for at least an hour or two. I tend to do my Tuesday streams a little bit longer just because I'm not on as long. I'm not on again later in the day, so this is my only stream today. I do need to post the night I'm live though, because I'm bad about doing that. So let's do that really fast. But I hope everyone's good today. Feel free, if this is your first time joining us, just, you know, set a timer. 30 minutes. That's kind of my challenge to myself, is like 30 minutes of solid sketching from reference. That's a really good marker. If you want to go longer, that's great. Let me throw up another, I'll put this image in the Discord. All of my references that I use are in my Pinterest board, but if you need, posted the wrong image in my Discord just now, but that's fine. But if you want to work from the screen here, I'll go ahead and throw up just another actual frog, since I figure we're not just going to be drawing skeletons today, we're drawing some frogs. So yeah, there's some really great, oh my gosh, there's so many really good frog pictures. I didn't have time last night to gather too many, but I love this. I love the action in this one that I just pinned, so this is probably going to get drawn today at some point. I just pinned that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up here because I already can tell that I'm gonna want to draw this. I like drawing things in motion. It helps me think about how these bones are moving. but I can do a more stagnant one too. Just be careful, guys. Just be really careful. This is an AI frog. All right, so when you're on Pinterest, don't use images like this. Like, what is going on with this animal's legs? That's not, they look like pea pods. Like, this isn't right. This is an incorrect image. This is also not how raindrops work. Like, yeah, don't be fooled on Pinterest, guys. If you want an AI image safe zone, I try really hard to curate my Pinterest to only have actual photographs of wildlife or people or whatever. So if you're looking for some references, you're welcome to use mine. I don't need credit or anything. They're not even my pictures. It's just, you know, I get frustrated trying to find references on the internet. So I'm trying to create a good database for myself so I don't have to go digging for them every time I need a reference for something. Here's another really good one. I like this picture a lot. I was actually up kind of late last night pulling some old reference pictures from my hard drives to put onto my Pinterest page. These are all like pre-2018 images, so they're definitely not AI. Some of them I've had since like college. Yeah, so we're gonna draw some frogs. I really like frog anatomy. It's kind of fun. I want to find a good one of a frog from the back. So I might look around for just a few more minutes. I feel like they have a really interesting really interesting hip structure. So we'll be looking at that today. Doing all right. Let's see. Hey, Inky, how you doing? Inky from North. Welcome, welcome. I picked a frog I want to paint, and I think I'll just place on a simple leaf. Yeah, do it. Oh my gosh, I'd love to see you, Coda. I don't know if I can't remember if you're in our Discord or not. But please show or link it in chat. I'd love to see what anyone's working on. It makes me so happy when people warm up with me, because then I feel more motivated to like actually do it. I'm like, oh man, other people are drawing, I'd better draw too. All right, well, let's get started with these. If this is your first time drawing, if you're just kind of lurking and you're like, oh, I don't know how to draw, I'll kind of walk through, at least for the first one, I try to walk through every time my basic thought process. So if you've been here before, it's going to sound repetitive, and I apologize for that. But just, you know, it's a good reminder for me too to remember to check my proportions, to check my references, all that stuff. So you'll hear me repeat myself a few times. Okay. All right, Wildlife Week, here we go. Trying to pick a different spot in my playlist every time so that we hear different music each time. And I apologize, guys, I'm just posting that I'm online because I haven't done that yet. Just got into the studio right before I popped in here as usual. So, just kind of goes like that for me sometimes. You guys know. You guys know. Hope y'all did. Well, we're doing them right now, Yokota. This is the warm-up sketches, so nobody's behind yet. But hopefully we do them. So for me, when I'm doing my warm-ups, the whole point of this, remember, is just to like get those art muscles working. So yeah, I'm gonna start with my big shapes first. Why is that so big? There we go. Okay. I like to use a light pencil for this, and I'm just looking for the big areas, right? So like the skull, the shoulder blades. The hips in this critter are so interesting, and this is why, like, I love this structure. It's like a super tall pelvic bone. It's crazy. This whole thing is crazy to me. So I'm making that its own little thing because that's a really important shape in the frog. And then you can see the ball joints down here for the legs, right? So these are all really important things to note because as I'm drawing this critter, I'm gonna be trying to remember where all the bits go and like why is there a lump right here? Oh yeah, because of that really tall hip bone, you know, or whatever that is. I'm not even sure if it is. I think it's the pelvic bone, but it could be a weird extension. I don't actually know much about frog anatomy, so that's what we're here to learn. And it's gonna help me attach all the bits. So even though some frogs have a little more belly, they still have this same internal structure. So it's gonna help me know how to position them and like how they can move so that I can make a drawing that's a little bit better. Hope you did your warm-up stretches. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread. I didn't do my warm-up stretches. Oh no. Shoot, did I already get told to do that? I usually wait for my bot to remind me, but you're probably right. Probably should start off with some hand stretches. It's probably not the worst idea. Did I mention that I can't read? I can neither read nor stream. Why? I don't know why anyone's here. Imagine if your ribcage went 4 rows down and the rest of your spine was just hip bones. I know. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. So like this part of the body is obviously going to be very stiff. Like you can see that there's not these little segments, right? You don't have like these little spinal chunks, pieces. Oh look, I don't know the names. But like this part of the body is not going to be able to flex. There's no segmented spinal column there. It's just like it's a long rod, right? So anytime you see the frog moving, that lower half is going to be really pretty stiff, right? But the legs are very flexible. So there's no giant bone here to like block the ball socket from just rotating all directions, right? Like we have a kind of a pelvic ridge that sort of keeps us, we can't make our leg do like a 3, like at least not most people, can't easily make their leg just kind of go behind them, right? But this is going to enable the frog to be able to jump really well, right? To like kind of twist in the air. So if you look up frog reference photos, I was kind of getting distracted a little bit right before stream looking at these, because if you look at some of these frog reference photos, like their back legs are crazy. They're crazy. Like some of these jumping pictures, it's just like, is that photoshopped? Like it's actually kind of hard to tell with frogs. They have such flexible hind legs. And I think a lot of it's probably this. Just looking at this picture, I can see why. You know, there's nothing in the way there. It's just going to be muscles and tendons attaching to those bones to help those legs move however they need to. But like, look at these 2 dancing frogs, you know? Like, it's just, yeah, there's a lot of flexibility and mobility there. So anyway, that's the whole purpose of this. Legs twice the size of the rest. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen those drawings of humans with animal proportions? They're terrifying. There's like a whole series of images. I think it's a Japanese artist who's doing them, of course, right? So experimental, but like, oh my gosh, they're so like a human with turtle anatomy, like the rib cage, like a turtle. Terrifying to look at. Horror film fodder, 100%. So when I do my little studies of like the skeletons and stuff, guys, I'm not really looking for detail here. I'm just kind of trying to get the basic understanding. So don't worry about drawing it exactly the way it is. What I'm more worried about for me is proportion. So it's like, how long is this forearm, you know, versus the upper arm versus the shoulder versus like the relationship to the head. Now obviously this is like a specific type of amphibian. Not all amphibians are going to have a head shape like this, but they're going to be similar. Like this already kind of looks, it's a frog skeleton, but it kind of has that shovel-shaped head. It's going to kind of be reminiscent of a salamander. Most amphibians are going to have this kind of a head shape. My understanding is that's part of how we can tell in the fossil record when we have an amphibian. It's just this very distinctive head shape. Anyway, so there we go. I'm sure there's other reasons too. I'm definitely not a paleontologist, so I don't claim to know. Oh, it looks like eyeballs, guys. Look how sad he looks. Oh, I'm seeing eyes where there's no eyes. What's the word for that? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like that word for when you see faces in electrical outlets, right? It's like, it's obviously not a face, but there's like a name for when our brains make faces and stuff. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. I just don't know what the name of it is. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing in this frog skull. Alright, we got the little fingers. Looks like he's got 4 fingers. I wonder if that's standard on frogs. They have 5 back toes. Maybe there's a thumb underneath that I'm just not seeing. Maybe it's like tucked under. Let me go count some fingers on some frogs. No, it looks like 4. Most of them look like 4. At least these ones. Okay, alright. Look at this beautiful poison dart frog. Oh, it's got a little tadpole on its back. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it. I love poison dart frogs. We might be drawing a poison dart frog. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. I might be painting one of those. Poison dart frogs are beautiful. Okay, so there's that basic shape. We got our ankle joints down here. Looks like they are roughly kind of lined up with these hip sockets. Got a little tailbone there. It's good to know. And then we've got, we've got these lovely foot bones. So this is actually an extended foot, right? So this is actually the heel or the ankle, Well, probably more like the ankle. And then the heel, they don't really have one, but it's gonna serve the same type of purpose. So these long toes that you see bending, like if I were to put a human foot on this foot, it'd be like heel, ball of the foot, toe, 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 toe. Like, you can already see how that would be a terrifying human proportion. Like, look at the size of the feet compared to the head. It's massive, massive. But it's what helps them to cling to things, you know? It's how they make it happen. And look at the really, really long, and I'm sure this varies from species to species. Look how long these these end toes are versus these upper toes. They're so little. I imagine that's for clasping and wrapping their feet around stuff. Now, obviously these are usually going to be webbed, right? But it's just good to note. It's good to note. So, all right, let's start with the basic Froggo here. Does Big have to finish him up again? Wait, what? Did he eat chaos again? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Also, hello, Siren. How are you? Anyone want me to give a color palette? Yeah, sure. If you have a limited palette you're working in, feel free to share it. I'd love to see what you're doing. Green, orange, blue. Oh, green, orange, blue is tough. I see. Do it. Love to see what you're up to. There's also a really good, there's like a palette finder website that I really enjoy. I'll try and find a link to that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about at all, Siren. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little confused right now. Thinking Sonic game. Oh, I don't play Sonic. I'm sorry. I missed that whole boat. All right, so we got our rib cage here. I've got that long, straight hip structure that we were talking about. I'm thinking back to my little frog skeleton I just drew to kind of parse out what's going on in here. Got that leg shape. They're very muscly little guys. All right. And I'm thinking about that as a foot, so that helps me know how to place things. The calf muscle. It's so funny how oddly human-like the legs are. Alright, and then, yeah, we've got this big old eyeball. Little ear-looking thing. I'm not sure what that is. And that shovel-shaped head. We can't forget about the shovel-shaped head. We're looking at that from the side right here. Little skinny little underjaw, lower jaw. It's not really called an underjaw. That's not a word, I don't think. Okay. I can't quite figure out what's going on with the hands. This picture's a little small. I think so. I know they have 4 fingers on the hand, right? So we're just gonna say finger, 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 and then maybe there's one like underneath kind of grasping that branch. I'm gonna assume that's what's going on here. Got this other arm. It looks like it's sort of like 3 fingers on top of this branch, and then it's got one down here and maybe one here. So I'm guessing that's kind of the pose that this frog is in. I'm just removing the little, you know, whatever this thing is called. I'm guessing these other toes are just kind of like off to the side here. Okay. So there we go. There's our frog sketch. I love their eyes too. Really intense little guys. This is the song that Amaze always points out that I like. Okay. Love the markings on the side of that little guy. Man, yeah, I haven't drawn a frog in a while. I remember there was an artist I followed online years ago, back when DeviantArt was still actually good and not full of AI garbage. Well, it was kind of a long time before even that it started to be bad, but there's an artist I followed, I forget his name, but he did really amazing like frog designs. I just remember like he made me interested in frogs as a shape. I was just like, the way he draws them is so interesting. He made the head shape seem really interesting to me. And just, I noticed, that was when I first noticed the funny hip structure, was from the way he would draw them. Now, I don't know what is going on with their hands, but they have these like leafy arm looking things. But the proportions of the frog are what's interesting to me. These guys have some really big fingers on their hands, which I really enjoy. Okay, you got that little tailbone. If I ever find the art, I will share it and see if I can go track them down, but I love how slender their little legs are, though. It's so funny. I feel like I know some people with these proportions. And then those toes are kind of up in the air here, which is a little interesting. The frogs do be frogging. It's true. It's true. They do. Now this frog has the sideways eyes. I just love how hand-like their hands look, like human hand. It almost looks like he's like pulling back to punch him or something. They're having a froggy dance-off fight, you guys. That's my story. It's my headcanon for what's going on here. I'm gonna move his belly down a little bit. I think I drew it too high. Okay. I'm gonna draw that belly first this time. So try to do better than I did on that one, guys, when you're drawing these, and actually draw your kind of the layout of the image first, so that you can fix any proportion issues that you might have, so you don't have to do like any redraw. It's kind of the best way to avoid that. But remember, what you're doing with sketching from reference is you're training your observation eye, right? So you're trying to look at the thing you're drawing more than your actual drawing. You're constantly checking, basically, to make sure that you've got the proportions accurately, and if you don't, you want to fix that as you go. I'm trying to, in my head, what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, how large is this relative to the size of this? So I don't want to make it if I make it too big, it's like, okay, well, that's obviously wrong, but I don't want to make it too small. So I'm just kind of, this is how I think about it. Everyone draws differently, right? So just because I do it this way doesn't mean this is like the right way. It's just sort of a way, I suppose. Okay, but that is what my brain is doing. It's sort of like making adjustments as I go, based on those sorts of things. Got our little foot down here. Okay, I'm actually getting really hungry because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm kind of regretting that. Should have given myself an extra 2 minutes to grab breakfast before I sat down. I may actually do that after I finish this frog. Yeah, so frog roundhouse kick. Yeah, that does seem like what's happening, right? Alright, I do need to grab my phone. I forgot to post on Instagram. Instagram is the one I've been neglecting lately. I've had honestly, a really hard time with Instagram. Not because I'm like on it too much. I've just like neglected my Instagram the past couple weeks. I really haven't been on it at all. And I keep meaning to set up like scheduled posts there, and I've just been posting on all the other platforms. Like Instagram stresses me out in a way that the other platforms don't. I think it's just like, I know that the algorithm is impossible, and I think just thinking about having to deal with it is the stressor, honestly, but I need to get over that. One of my goals once I finish my taxes today, hopefully, is to schedule out a bunch of posts and like get over that a little bit, because I know I'm missing out some. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, and I'm missing a lot of it. Okay, well, there we go. Some dancy frogs. Now with these sketches, guys, I'm not super worried about like making them look finished. Like this one just happens to look more finished for some reason than the other ones. But ow, frog fight. Oof. Wait, hold on. want to make this better. I don't know. It looks like you just punched him or he's about to punch him. There, we'll just do that. Okay. Anyway, frog fight. Let me grab my phone and breakfast really fast. I'll be right back. You can, hopefully your frog drawing is going well, guys. I'll keep these references on the screen in case anybody's using those to draw from. I'll be right back. I did grab breakfast, I just haven't opened it yet. So I didn't get my water out. I just wasn't quite prepared today. Thank you, Amaze. Appreciate you. Sometimes I just forget to do things. Appreciate you helping out with that. Ouch. Oh, did I forget my spoon? Oh, good. I have a spoon! Can, in fact, eat breakfast. You guys, the food I brought to the studio today is so random. I have yogurt, a can of green beans, and Easter candy. Those are the foods. Those are the foods that I have today. Very healthy, very healthy. At least the yogurt's healthy. Okay, quick bite of breakfast. All right, let's move on from frogs. Let's do another amphibian. There's so many good frogs. I could draw frogs all day, to be honest. Let's do a toad, maybe? Toads are too similar to frogs, but they're cute. Look at this toad. I'm gonna pen a few toads. Ooh, let's do a toad with the throat pouch extension. The gullet bellow. I don't know what you call it. Did anyone else catch frogs and toads as a kid? We used to catch Texas toads all the time. All the time. Tersicans, hello, welcome. The device that I'm drawing on is a Cintiq, a Wacom Cintiq. It's a 22-inch. I'll see if I can show it. It's right here. This is my Cintiq. It's kind of old. It's a little bit, apparently it's like not, I don't know, a little outdated perhaps, but that is what I'm drawing on. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Oh, whoops, there's an ad break. Hold on. I will repeat myself in just a second. Amphibians! Yes, indeed, Salamander. You're here on the right stream. I guess I could, I didn't actually share that I was streaming in most places. I should probably do that. I am so bad at self-promotion, guys. It's kind of a problem. I don't know how to do it. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Did I even get my phone? I did. I just stumbled across this video. I needed to share it with someone. Oh no, what's the video? And Tersicans, I'm not sure if you heard my answer. I think there was an ad right after you asked it. But I am drawing, I'm drawing on a Wacom Cintiq. So it's a 22-inch Wacom Cintiq. It's kind of like just a big monitor tablet that you draw on, like a screen tablet. It's toads chasing frogs. Oh boy. Frog time, yes. Feel free to warm up if anyone would like to. Oh, hold on, let's turn that music off. Toads chasing birds. Yeah, toads are actually like pretty voracious hunters, aren't they? Like they're kind of intense. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys have to watch this. Look at these toads chasing birds. I bet they're trying to eat them. That bird flew away. He's like, I'm not having this. I bet they're hunting them. You can see a little better in the beginning. Look at that. Look at all these hoppy toads right there, just like chasing this bird. That's so crazy. I hear it, but no, like frogs and toads especially, I think are like massive predators. Pretty scary guys. Okay, I mean if you're a frog-sized snack, obviously. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Are you a digital artist as well, Turkins? Let's see. No worries, no worries. Note to self: the Barbarian meets up with the Frogmancer. Ooh, that would be good. The Barbarian would have quite the foe in a frog or a toad, especially a toad. Toads are scary. Have you seen bullfrogs, which are actually toads, but they're called bullfrogs? At least I think they're. Wait, maybe they're not. Maybe they are frogs. I thought they were actually toads. It's a large true frog. Okay, interesting. A true frog. That sounds so elitist. They're massive. We have some here in Colorado, actually. I saw one the other day, or a couple years ago. I saw one. They're like, I mean, these guys are huge, huge animals. I'm so not an artist, but I'm experimenting. Hey, well, welcome to it. If you want to pick up a pencil and draw along with us, we're just drawing some amphibians for warm-ups this morning. They have really interesting anatomy, so I thought we would just take a look at them. I think I'm gonna do like a little toad. Here we go. This cute little guy. A little bit different critter. We've been doing like some tree frogs, I think, for the most part. But the same thing is gonna hold true for these bigger amphibians. That holds true for the most part for these little guys. The biggest thing to remember is like that shovel-shaped skull, right? That's underneath that. And it's still, you can see again that ridge. Now we know, like if you're here earlier when we drew the skeleton, they got these really crazy hip structures that just kind of keep their back area, like I guess stabilized, but also like pretty rigid. So there's not a lot of twisting that can go on below this line, right? Like this is pretty much going to always be flat and stable, and it's like the rest of the frog that can twist and turn. But that's what this is. That's that large bone. That's where we know that the hip's coming out here now. There's the feet, there's that large structure, and then there's the shovel head, you know? So it helps to know what's going on underneath so that when you go to draw the critter, you actually kind of can figure out what you're looking at. At least that's how I feel about it. So again, if you're just getting here, if you're sketching for the first time, set a timer, you know, pick up some reference pictures. You don't have to use the ones I'm using, you can use a different one. But yeah, just challenge yourself to draw for 30 minutes. It'll help you warm up the art muscles, get those creative juices flowing, get the ideas flowing. And it's gonna, you know, help kickstart your artistic day, Artistic Tuesday, hopefully. Now, see, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm doing the thing that I always say not to do. Draw your big shapes first before you do details. So I'm gonna think about that hip structure we just talked about. We got that big old belly hanging off of this boy, or girl, it's hard to tell, I don't know. Froggo, Toto, I don't know. But yeah, whenever I see these kinds of critters, I just think of my childhood and just chasing them around the backyard. They were fun to chase. I would sometimes go toad hunting or frog hunting with my Cocker Spaniel. He would help me find them. He knew when it was time to go hunt for for toads. Of course, then he would try and pick them up with his mouth, and then he would start foaming at the mouth, so I had to make sure he dropped them pretty fast, but I'm sure they tasted bad, so he didn't typically put up a fuss about dropping them. He would mostly just point them out for me, and then I would pick them up. But every once in a while, he'd get excited and try to pick one up. Hey, Be It Easel! Howdy doodle! Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that so much. Howdy doodle, everyone. I'm totally saying that from now on. Oh, Easel, what have you done? You've begun a thing. I love it. How are you doing? Your happy stream anniversary. That's today, right? Or is it Wednesday? I knew it was a different day than the other day that you said something about it. You guys should all go follow Easel. Been streaming for 3 years, sometime this week. And really, really nice person. I think we saw them at yesterday's warm-up streams, but still think you guys should all go say hi. So we'll go in later and poke our heads in and wish you a happy streamiversary. Has it been a good 3 years? Tell us about your Twitch experience. What would you say to the people who are thinking about? No, I'm just kidding. I hope you have a fun day, and I hope your art stuff's going well. Is there anything that you're working on that you want to share with us? Isel's a great artist. The name does not lie. If you're looking for some inspiration, I think I said this yesterday too, but Isel has got the energy in droves to get you motivated to go make some art. It's like if you don't do caffeine, just do be a diesel. You know, just go hop in the stream for a second. Definitely high energy. I love it. We're drawing it's Wildlife Week, Isel. I don't know if you knew that. It's just like a random holiday on a calendar I found, but you know, it's a good excuse to draw some animals this week. So you know, show the animal kingdom some love. Let's see. I love these like starburst shapes in the eyes here. It's really fun. I think I did that eye a little too bug-eyed. I'll fix that in a second. It's one of my favorites along with Hootenanny. Oh man. Hootenanny's a good word. Where I grew up, there are lots of toads and tree frogs. Really, Sticks? That's cool. We didn't really have tree frogs in Texas. Not enough trees, maybe. Mostly toads. Yeah. It's been an incredible 3 years. I can't believe how many super people. I know, right? That's seriously my takeaway as well. Hey, Septic, I see you lurking there. Thanks for popping in, my friend. How are you doing? Enjoy your dragon lurk. A fancy viper. Ooh, I'll definitely have to peek in. I sketcheth my frog. Oh, nice. Put the frog in here. The froge. I'm reading it like froge. Post the link in here, or if you'd like to go in Discord, Dakota, you sure can. There's the Discord link if you need it. I have a whole section for warm-up sketches, so if anyone does draw something that they want to share, I'm happy to show them on stream at the end too. I kind of did that the other day. It was fun. So I was thinking about maybe at the end of my warm-up streams, if you want me to share your work, just post it in the warm-up art section, and at the end of the stream I'll take some time to look through what everybody's drawn. And if you post it in the chat, I'll try and find the link. It's just sometimes I miss chat, so if you want to make sure that I see it, Discord's probably the best way. I mean, I don't know how long you guys have been here, but you've seen how distracted I get, so it can be a little tough. And I don't want Amaze to have to constantly be chasing after all my loose ends, so since I know he does the warm-ups sometimes too. But actually most of the time. And he's quite good, so don't let him tell you he's bad at it, by the way. If you hear Amaze being self-deprecating, you just give him a virtual smack upside the head in the form of a compliment. Don't actually hit him, please. I need him around. Okay. Yeah, something about this frog's eye just looks really bulbous to me, but I guess it does in the picture too, so. What are you doing, frog? Why does your eye look so weird? I know it's not how it is in the picture, but it just looks like he's maybe looking to the right when they snapped this photo, and it looks odd. So I'm just gonna round it out just a little bit. A little bit of artistic liberty here, guys. Something is not quite right with this froggo. Oh, anyway, all right. How are you doing, Tack? Hey, good to see you. Lurking without audio since my ears muted themselves for 6 weeks. Oh no. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope everything's okay, Tack. I'm gonna type it since your ears aren't working. I hope your ears are okay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Heart. Sorry for the clacky keyboard, guys. The only keyboard I have apparently that works is this like 20-year-old wired keyboard. So this is just the way it's gonna be. I apologize. Alright, I love these little stripes and blobs. There's a toad. Alright, let's move on to another. These are fun. I like these little guys. I like them. Ooh, Yakota, I just snooped into Discord and saw your sketch, and it's awesome. Well done. Well done, I love it. That looks really great. I'm excited to show that later. If you make any progress on it that you want me to share, feel free to drop that in there too. Okay, let's draw a salamander. What do you say? What do you say? I don't know if Sloppy Salamander's still in here, but Sloppy Salamander, if you have a favorite salamander, this is your time. This is your time. So recommend one. Let's see, salamanders and newts. I can't believe I don't have any axolotls pinned. That seems like an oversight on my part. Just because I have to. I'm gonna go find an axolotl. Okay, here's a good one. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is it axolotl? Right? Is that how you say it? It's such a crazy word. They're so cute and bizarre and alien looking. Here's one of them as a tadpole. Do you call them tadpoles still? Okay. Okay, I think that's enough. I found some axolotls for us. Where is reptiles, amphibians? Okay. Here's a really cute one. I like this picture. So I'm gonna start with this one. A tadpole with legs. That's kind of what they are, honestly. And like big, long, gilly, frilly things. Gilly, frilly thing is the scientific term, I'm pretty sure. Just FYI. I know about science. Wait, where did my reference picture go? What happened? There it is. Okay. Look how cute! I'll post this in Discord since I literally just pinned it. There we go. Save a maze some time. Leggy tadpole, exactly. Let's see, thank you, they should be, but with 6 weeks. It'll be 6 weeks before normal. Oh my gosh, sinus pressure has caused you to lose your hearing? That is crazy. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Tack. Well, I hope you feel better soon. Oh, I know you can't hear me. I hope you feel better soon. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tack, that's so sad. They were those big tree frogs with that kind of bandit nest. I don't know that tree frog. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that one. Like a slinky kitty. I thought you said a stinky kitty. A second before you did. Amaze, you're just so fast. I can barely beat you. I just want you to be able to enjoy the stream too. You know, you don't have to be constantly working. I feel bad. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think I got most of the reference pictures on the right layer. I've been kind of bad about that today, apparently. Let's see. Oh, there's that one. There's nothing on those layers. Alright, let's delete you. Boop. There we go. There. Okay. Let's draw an axolotl. Pacific tree frog? Oh. Yeah. Do your thing. Okay, sorry. I just got a text from my HOA lady. Ugh. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna go into that here. Okay. Just taking a picture because I still haven't posted to Instagram. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm the worst streamer. Did I mention that I'm terrible at this? Why are you all here? I don't even get it. Like, who wants to just hang out with me being bad at things? Let's do this axolotl, and then if anyone can think of like another cool amphibian that they'd like to see drawn, I'm probably gonna work on this guy. I'll zoom in so that anybody who is trying to draw can go ahead and see it a little better while I do this post. I'm so sorry for that. I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro. I know, I'm amazed. I already said at the beginning of chat, or beginning of stream, I did not have time yesterday to go look up any others. So yeah, if you find some that you want me to add, drop them in Discord. By all means, there's so many good ones out there. Okay. Trying amphibians. There we go. For warm-ups today. Okay. Link. Instagram just takes so long. I think that's why I've been burnt out on it. It's like everything you do on Instagram takes 1.5 million years. It's never convenient. I pretty much am at the point where the only thing that I post on Instagram is stories. I just, posting it takes so long. Okay. Because then you gotta tag things and it's just inconvenient. Alright, let's draw this little guy. We're gonna draw you, little guy. Got that big shovel head. So if you just got here and you're not sure what I'm talking about. Oh, Slappy Salamander. If you have a favorite salamander, let me know. I figured you'd be the one to ask. But I'm looking for some good things to draw. So if you missed the start of stream, basically we're talking about amphibians all typically have this like shovel-shaped skull. So just kind of keep in mind these basic body proportions. Obviously this is a frog and not a salamander. But there's going to be some basic things that are the same. In fact, I'm a little curious. I'm going to look up a salamander skeleton really fast, just to see. Salamander skeleton. Ooh. It's very lizardy, actually. So they don't have that same hip structure at all, which is cool. Wow, look at this thing. Tiger salamander. Okay. But we still have that shovel head. Guys, the shovel head exists. Look at it. And they got the like just like little red bones the whole way down. Very cool. Okay, cool. But we still have our slightly truncated shovel head, so that's what I'm holding on to is the shovel face. Alright. There we go. Learned something. I like their little tiny eyes too. They just look kind of derpy. And I like how this one has like spotting kind of in like surprised eyebrows shape. Alright. I don't know if I've ever drawn a salamander, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We got that chest cavity, that long lizardy body. I'm thinking about those reptilian little rib bones everywhere. Then you have this really fun, like, I don't know what it's called. It's not a sail. It's like a fin or a swimming apparatus. Something to help him flip through the water. So he really does kind of just look like a tadpole. It's like a tadpole that never lost its tail. So interesting. Pacific tree frog. Okay. I was saying that's what the frog was called. I'm not trying. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. I'm sensing a little hesitation on your part, Sticks, to draw the frog. Oh, hydrate, thank you. Hey, God Pigeon, good to see you. I lurking in the background, making sure I stay hydrated. Appreciate you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, and speaking of redeems, I slightly lowered, we were talking about the print in the mail redeem. I slightly lowered the price. So for those of you who lurk a lot, you may be getting close to that. We'll see how often it gets redeemed. I may have to change it because it will be potentially, depending on where you live, it could be a little expensive. But I do have a print in the mail redeem. It comes in a nice little matted frame. So that's kind of fun. And I have a bunch that I'm excited to send out. So probably after stream today, I'll be changing my little slideshow image thing down here below chat to just show the images that are available currently. For that redeem, because I know there's a few folks getting close to that and some that I think have more than enough. So I'd like to show you guys kind of what's available. And I may alternate. Some days it might just be like artwork by me, and then some days it might be the print redeem. I also have a sticker redeem, but I don't have those ready. Let's see. There's a problem about there's a poem about axolotl in its heterochrony paper. Wait, really? There's a poem in a scientific paper? That seems... Huh. On day 11, returned to the doctor, now I'm a walking pharmacy. Oh no! Hopefully getting better. Ugh. Ouch. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tech. Oof. Oof. Sounds rough. I used to have earaches a lot when I was a kid. I've never lost my hearing from an earache. That's awful. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why is my voice is so crackly today? I'm so sorry, guys. Actually just had an appointment yesterday to hopefully work on that because I feel like it's not gotten better since my surgery in September. A little bit frustrating. Okay, this is not a good salamander. This is my first time. So remember the mantra, guys. We're getting the bad drawings out, okay? So it's okay if it looks bad. I'm giving myself this advice. Like, I'm gonna push through it. I'm gonna make it happen, even though I don't like the way it's turning out. And I'm gonna move on to another one. And this one just will never see the light of day again. Their faces, though, guys. Oh my gosh. It looks like this just looks like a real life Pokemon. Like, there's nothing else to say. This critter right here is a Pokemon. Is there a salamander Pokemon? Does anyone know? I haven't really played the game since I was younger, so I haven't kept up. Like, I did play Pokemon Go, but I don't really know. I don't know. I kind of stopped. I don't think I've even played in weeks. I used to play sometimes when I'd walk to the chickens. But I've been so busy trying to get to the studio for warm-up streams, I really haven't even had time to walk to the chickens in the morning. Alright, there he is. There's our little salamander dude. And just because, I'm just gonna give him a little mouth here. And by a little mouth, I mean like a little tiny expression. Maybe make him smile on the ends a bit. Kind of looks like he has big lips. So silly. What a silly creature. This creature is silly. Look at it. Oh my gosh. So charming, though. I love animals that just have a built-in smile. Like, they just have to smile because that's the way their body is. Just happens to look like a human smile. Okay. Posted a couple in the Discord. Okay, thanks. Just looking at salamanders, that they do seem built a lot like lizards, yeah. I'm well, adjusting to a new shift. I'm actually just about to get off work. Nice, nice. Well, thanks for popping in for a minute. Sneaking in some Twitch while you're at work. I like it. I hope your shift went well. Is that a night shift? Dang, because that's like pretty early to be getting off work, isn't it? Do you think watercolor fits the frog vibe? Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Waterboard, yeah, for sure, for sure. Posture check. Oh, thank you. I also need to do that. Oh. Okay. There's so many, so I assume yes, that's true. Oh, Salazzle? I'm gonna look that up. Is that a salamander? I think I might know that one, but I thought it was a lizard. I guess I'll just say it sound like salamander. Salazzle. So to me, that looks more like a lizard. Where does it come from? Does it come from something? Oh, salandit, maybe? See, this still looks like a lizard to me. I don't know. I'm not picking up on salamander from this. Maybe a little. It looks more like a crocodile with a salamander body, maybe. Huh. But there's not one that actually looks like an axolotl. Let's see. Now I'm curious. I kind of want to draw one. Yeah, there really isn't. Maybe Whooper? I'm surprised. Could be Whooper. But this doesn't really look like... I'm surprised they don't have one. What is Pokemon Umbra? Is that a fan based? I think this is a fan. This is not a real poke. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, anyway. The scariest Wooper. It's like a super early morning shift. Yikes. Well, I hope it went well. Oh, you posted some more. Okay, thanks. Mudkip is kind of axolotl-ish. That's true. Yeah, a little bit. Looks like he got caught acting a fool. Oh yeah, do some oil or acrylic. All right. Well, I don't know of any other like types of salamanders. So, I mean, I guess I could do this one, but it's kind of the same. I don't feel like I'm gonna learn a whole lot drawing this axolotl. I just kind of wanted to draw a axolotl. Oh, maybe this little baby one. That's kind of a different. This is a different sort of an image. It almost looks like it's missing a foot. I wonder if that's just the angle of the picture or if it's actually missing a foot. But it kind of just looks like a tadpole with its gills on the outside. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Ooh, this one's pretty. I'm gonna pin this one. I'll come back to these. All right, let me find another amphibian. Okay, does anyone have another amphibian they can think of? I know there's like newts. Newts are amphibians, right? Or are newts lizards? Newt. I think it's a type of salamander. Yeah. Okay, newts. So there is a really cool newt that I found that I'd like to draw. I think I have it pinned. Let me see if I can find it. There's this one that has like this really cool tail. The southern banded newt. You guys, look at this one. Look at it. We're drawing this. So cool. Here's another really cool one, but I want to paint this one instead. An alpine newt. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pin this one too. And we're going to pin this one. And we're going to pin... Wait, where'd that other one go? This one. What is this? Oh, it's a zebra shark. It's definitely not a newt. It is cute though. I'm going to put that in fishes. I have a fishes section. Okay. Let's draw this newt. Oh, look at you, Amaze. So fast. Ooh, that's a cool one. These are cool pictures. Ooh, I do like the spots on that one. That's a good one, Amaze. Thank you for sharing those. If anyone else finds a cool amphibian that they want to put, there's the warm-up chat where you can post your prompt topics, talk about the warm-up, or just post your references. It's totally fine in warm-up chat. And then warm-up art section is where you can post your sketches if you'd like to share. Let's see. I do like that newt. That's a cool one. I'll have to add that to my Pinterest board. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the help. Sicilian? Wait, what is that? Mudkip is axolotl-ish. It'll grow back. Wait, what? Wait, what'll grow back? Oh, his foot. Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know. Is that are Sicilians? Wait, are those the ones that look like worms? I feel like I do know what this is. Ah. Those are, I don't know if you're through the ad yet, Yakoda, but are those the ones that look like worms, right? Copy, if I can actually copy that word, maybe I'll actually get it in Google and I can see. Yes, they are! Yeah, oh my gosh, yes, those are cool. Those are cool. Maybe we should do one of these. It looks like a worm, but it is not. This one actually kind of looks like a snake. But okay, remember though, okay, snake warning, I guess if people are triggered by worms or snakes, look away. But it's basically like a salamander head, but just like all body after that. So there's like no legs. They may actually have hip bones still underneath. A lot of these critters, like they haven't lost the internal structures. But like you can see that distinctive shovel-shaped head and those little tiny dot eyes, I feel like are really good. Kind of looks like a big sausage. But here's how little they are. This one is it compared to a worm. Like, he's trying so hard to eat this worm and it's just not gonna happen. They're little. They're little. So little. Here's another one. The legless amphibian. Yeah, they look like worms. It's crazy. It's crazy, but they're not. I want to see what their skeletons look like. I'm curious now. Do they still have any kind of a structure of a hip or a shoulder? Because even some snakes still have like little tiny legs and hips. I don't see one. These are a really ancient type of salamander, aren't they? Is that why? Maybe the hips have just had time to leave. Yeah, I don't think they do. Although they do have like a slight, here's a nice little chart that shows you the comparison. They have like a slight change from where it's like this part, like the tail, versus the rest of the spine. That's there. And supposedly this is where the C10 is. So if the hips were going to be anywhere, they'd be right there, but yeah, they're not there. So cool. So interesting. I forgot all about those guys. Thank you. Some have arms inside their bodies? No way. That's a big worm. Or a small salamander. Yeah. All right. Cool. Very cool. Thank you for reminding me that those even existed. I might have to draw one. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, that was a really bad one. I feel like I just flailed like a cartoon character, guys. That one's really bad. Thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, that was a bad jump scare. Thank you, Bird Girl. I'm a little embarrassed that you saw that. Yeah, that was me. That was me just flailing. Yeah, definitely got him. Hello, thank you so much for that raid. How was your stream? How was your stream? Were you doing some birding? Were you arting? I feel like I remember when you popped in here the other day. Yeah, that was me for sure, screaming. Just like flailing off camera. Oh no. Why do I get a feeling that that clip is gonna come back to haunt me? Just like any second now. Got some art done. I'd love to see it, if it's especially if it's work safe. Welcome raiders. We are drawing some like amphibians for warm-ups today. I do warm-up streams Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so if you are an artist or trying to get better at drawing, it's a good way to kind of break the ice on that skill set, or just kind of warm up for your day. Still a bit more to go beforehand. That's fine. If you want to share it, I'd love to see, or if you have any like social links we can look at. Thank you for that raid. You guys should all go follow Bird Girl. Go see what they're up to. I'm looking forward to seeing the artwork. For anyone who's new here, I do all kinds of things on stream. Trying to pull up all my pictures that I don't have ready, even though when this happens I always have to pull up the same pictures. So you'd think I'd be ready, but I'm not. So I do a lot of digital illustration as well. So like yesterday we were working on this piece. Oh my gosh, are you serious? A double raid! Banner kind. Oh my gosh, hello. Wow, I don't think I've ever had a double raid. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And you got a double jump scare out of me, guys. Congratulations. Hello, other raiders. I was just doing some warm-up streams. I just got raided, so I was showing what I usually do. But I'm Casey. I'm a digital artist primarily. I'm trying to get into book illustration. That's my main goal. Oh, thank you so much for that follow. That's so sweet. We're doing frogs, like amphibians, salamanders, those kind of things today. I pick like a different thing to do warm-ups every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you're into that, follow along. But I'm also an illustrator, so I was just pulling up some, oh, thank you, Jack of all crafts. You guys are so nice. Thank you for those follows. I also do digital illustration, so I was working on this one last night. Thank you, Maze, for handling those shout outs. I appreciate you guys. Guys, go follow All Banner Kind. He's hilarious. I've lurked on a few of those streams. Oh my gosh, Maddie, and I'm so sorry, I'm just gonna say Maddie. I cannot pronounce the rest of your name. But thank you guys for that follow. This is the piece I just finished recently. So this is like a book cover, kids. Oh my gosh, you guys are like, Art, you guys. Art Twitch is the nicest. It's just Catherine. No, it's not just Catherine. You're Catherine, and I'm so glad that you followed. Thank you. Thank you. I love meeting other artists. If anyone is an artist, Banner, if you... Oh my god. Okay, Club Anthem, thank you so much. If you're an artist, and I am a work safe stream, I will say, I have friends that have kids that like sketch along with me in the mornings and stuff, so I appreciate if the links you share, you know, they do stay family friendly. Oh my gosh, Creative Lurkers, you guys, all the hearts. I'm feeling, you guys are so nice. Blue Skittle, hello, how are you? I just got rated twice, so I was showing off some of the work that I do. Anyway, this is like a book illustration piece for my portfolio. I'm preparing to pitch to agents again this summer, so I'm trying to get a bunch of pieces done. And that's what this is, a companion piece to that one. So this is like the next part of the story. And then I also do creature design stuff, because I just really like creature design. I also do sculpting occasionally. I have some sculptures I can pull on stream if you want to see them. I haven't done I don't have a recent picture of a recent sea slug dragon, but we do sea slug dragon days, first and third Wednesday. So tomorrow actually will be a sea slug dragon design day, but we take a sea slug because they're really interesting. And then I kind of, oh, this is not the finished version. There we go. Kind of just design a dragon based on that sea slug. Usually give them a name. I think we called this one Chili because of the, scientific name is Polycera chaluna, but obviously there's a little irony there. Anyway, sometimes I think I'm funny, but I'm probably not. And then here's another one that I like to show because it's one of the only finished ones I have in this folder. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of what I do here. So if you're into any of that, especially if you're an artist, I'm really enjoying meeting a lot of artists here on Twitch. So it's been really fun. I've just recently gotten back into streaming the last few, I guess like 2 months now. And it's been like such an awesome experience. You guys, Twitch is such a cool community. I love art Twitch. Okay, I'm way behind on chat. But Bandkind, if you have any arts that you'd like to share, I do once again, just, in case, just make sure, it's PG-13 stuff, but just because I have some kiddos that lurk in the shadows and watch along with me. So I do keep this like a family-friendly, educational, kind of a work-safe place. I also have some people watching from work. I see you there, God Pigeon. Although your work may not care as much. I think they probably are pretty non-work safe, maybe. Anyway, but if you guys have stuff you want to share. Okay, let me see what did Bird Girl share a piece? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that all happened at the same time. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. A tiny little banner raid. No, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys popping by. Thank you. Armpit Pete. Aw, how was your stream, guys? I hope it was well. I'm trying to catch up on chat, see if I missed any art or images or things. All the way across the sky. What does it mean? Double rated. There's that jump scare. Ugh. Amaze, of course, clipped it. Out for today. See you later. Okay, see you later, Bird Girl. Thanks for the raid. I'd still love to see your art sometime if you have any that you'd like to share. My name is long and complicated. Okay, let's see. Maddie Mincamozelli? That's the best I can do. I'm so sorry. I can't even pronounce regular names. How are you doing, Skittle, by the way? Thanks for popping in. We're just doing some warm-up streams. I'm trying to see if I missed anything in chat. You're a menace as well. Oh, no. Oh, Amy Jo. Too funny. No, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. I think I'm caught up. I don't see any art that I missed, but if anyone has art they'd like to post, I'd love to see them. So, and Skittle, how is your artwork going, by the way? Skittle's another, I'm like honored to have so many great artists in my chat right now. Skittle is another great artist, guys. Attempting to finish more thingies. Good, good. Oh my gosh! Look at this. You guys, I'm showing this on stream. So, if you guys follow All Bandkind, this is the kind of amazing work that I don't think I've seen you work on this. This is the kind of amazing work that you can expect. Look at the detail. Is this ink? It almost looks like woodcut. Like the way you've done the texturing, I think it must be ink. Look at the feathering, my goodness. My goodness. Very cool. Very cool work. My gosh, my hand hurts just looking at all this detail. How long did this take you? Amazing. Wow, so cool. That's awesome. I think I found you through Anthony Wheeler's stream. I kind of lurk on there sometimes. I think I've participated in one of the chaotic draw-alongs. I don't usually have time to. I have a part-time job, so unfortunately art is just the thing I do on the side right now. I'm trying to make it into the industry, but haven't quite made it there yet. But I'm hoping. But I try to participate in that kind of community stuff when I can, because I think it's a lot of fun. But I think that's where I met you for the first time, All Bandkind, and I want to say you gave me some advice on my Huion tablet. A long time ago, when I first was getting on Twitch and like confused about how things work, which I did end up actually getting, by the way. And so far it's actually been pretty good. Yeah, so thanks again for that advice. Really nice guy. You guys should all go follow All Bandkind. Very, very nice person, and obviously very, very skilled artist as well. So if anyone's sketching reference for the first time, you're like, how do you even draw from reference? I'll just go over some of like the little tips that I tend to give. because you know, just never know who's in chat, who's lurking. I always start by looking for the big shapes, and you missed, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, you missed when we started with the skeleton. I like to start by looking at what's underneath the animal so that I can understand the pieces and where everything goes, with special attention paid to proportion and like where things are in relation to each other. So again, all of these amphibians are going to have that shovel-shaped head. So underneath all of these different skin shapes, you still got that basic shape. So keep that in mind. We've got the shoulder blades here. I can see the little arm. We've got I know the rib cage is here. We got that long body, a little bit of a tumor right there. Some hips. I made this a little too long. Hold on. Sometimes I'm bad at leaving myself enough room for things. But this is a newt. So this is a type of. I don't think I've saved this at all, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I just realized I had not saved this. April warm-ups. There we go. Okay. I try to keep them all together. So yeah, just think about your skeleton and what's going on underneath what we've just looked at. You can also think about your actual human skeleton. It's going to be all the same bones, just in different places typically. You know, with the exception of like our legless salamander that we were looking at a minute ago. Alright, so there's the basic tail shape, and now I can do the fun stuff, right? Which is the very dragony sort of spine structures. I'm actually just going to kind of simplify this shape. I see it goes up, kind of down, about toward the hips is about where I'm seeing that end. So I'm just going to kind of have them kind of taper off there. Goes down and back up, get some cool. This is such a fun shape. And part of why I like looking at nature for inspiration, I feel like drawing from reference is a great way to one, like eliminate art block if you're feeling that. It can really inspire you and give you some ideas, like I'm getting creature design ideas from this. But it can just kind of help be a way to kind of mindlessly practice a skill, turn your brain off, and give your brain a break when you're feeling a little bit drained creatively. I think this kind of thing is pretty helpful. And at some point we'll get to the point where we start exaggerating shapes and talking about like shape language, which is something I really need to work on with character design. Like, you know, I could take this, instead of drawing it exactly the way it is, I could exaggerate certain things, so I could make the head really small, still have that same shape, but really like exaggerate, you know, different, I'm not going to go into all of it right now, but you can exaggerate, squash, stretch, all kinds of stuff to kind of emphasize certain characteristics to give more character to your designs. But without knowing what it actually looks like, you're not going to be able to exaggerate very reliably, because you're gonna mess up the anatomy and stuff. So these kinds of studies are helpful for that. And like just looking, I can see that I got my proportions way off on the height of this tail, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But looking into Surface Studio 2. Nice. I am liking the Huion. I'm having a weird issue with OBS and Huion though. If you happen to know, do you work on a Huion? It's not recognizing my Huion as a second monitor. I'm only able to stream like the actual program. So I have to, when I do my scenes in OBS, I have to say show Krita, but I can't just like, you know, kind of how I pulled your artwork just onto my screen here. I can't, it doesn't show up like an actual separate monitor for some reason, like it's not recognizing it. That's the only issue I'm having that I haven't had time to research how to fix. I'm sure it's fixable, I just don't know how to fix it. So if you've had that issue, please let me know if you know how to fix it, or if anyone has had that issue. Looking into the Surface Studio 2, I haven't heard of that one. Is that like the Surface, the Microsoft one, right? It's yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. Other than that, it's been very similar to my experience with Wacom, so I'm really enjoying that. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, I had to help Mom bring in the groceries, but the axolotl problem is neat. It's a scientific observation of the evolutionary pattern of salamanders trying to get wildlife, but in the form of a cute little poem. Oh, I love it! I would love it if you shared that poem. I would love to see that. I always remember the stark and existential reminders from old PC warnings, such as anything not saved will be lost. Yeah. Live in fear. Live in constant fear. I just am sometimes really bad about saving. That's why I have a save command. That anyone is free to use at any time. Because sometimes it'll be pretty bad, and I'll go for a few hours, and it's like, oh, I haven't saved at all. That's exciting. I'm trying to be better about it. I usually am better when I'm doing an actual painting. I'm actually worse when I'm just doing doodling or sketching, because I just mentally in my brain I'm not that attached to these things. Like, they're just for practice. They're not like you know, I might put a bunch of them on a page or something and show a few online, but I'm not ever gonna like care if I lose them necessarily. But yeah, anytime anybody wants to remind me to save, it's honestly never a problem. Oh, and I was like, I was gonna show you guys some sculptures that I was working on. Let me finish this, and then I will go grab a few sculptures from behind me. I'm actually gonna be listing one of them for sale today. I'm starting a Ko-fi. If anybody is on Ko-fi or has tips about Ko-fi, I don't know how to use it, but I know they have a shop feature, and I've been really curious about it. For a while. I don't remember if I have this, if I have a command for the shop or not. I think I have one for Redbubble, but not for Ko-fi. But they have a shop feature I'm going to be finishing setting up today and putting live. So if anyone is, I think it's also like a social media and you can just follow people. I don't know. If anyone has experience with Ko-fi, happy to hear about it. I've been following people that have been meeting on Twitch, I guess a lot of people on Twitch use Ko-fi. So I'm hoping to like kind of learn something from watching them and how they use it. But I'm tentatively gonna try doing some print sales on Ko-fi. I'm gonna try and sell a sculpture, although I will say it's probably gonna be in-person delivery only on that. So you'll pretty much have to be like, okay, I'm in Colorado this day, I'll pick it up this day, we'll meet here. Or like if I'm in Texas, you can reach out to me. But I don't feel comfortable shipping my sculptures just because they're made out of Sculpey right now, which is like a super brittle. I just don't feel comfortable. I think they would probably break in transit since I do so many like spiny things. In fact, I'll show you guys. Let me finish this salamander. But anyway, so I'm gonna have like prints and a sculpture up there, maybe some originals at some point. I haven't decided. I think I just want to try to start small and see how it all works before I try to put too much. But that should be going live later today. That's on my list of things to finish today. Been working on that for like a week. Ooh. Oh, thank you! Blind Coyote Art! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. You guys, if that's who I'm thinking of, that is an artist I've followed for a long time on Twitch. Shoot, I'm honored. You the one with the pickle emote? Yes! Oh my gosh, you guys should all go follow Blind Coyote Art. Amazing artist. Incredible, incredible artist. I'm super honored that you would follow me based on this terrible nude drawing. Definitely go give Blind Coyote a follow. Yeah, welcome. Happy to have you. Cute little dudes. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if you were here during the raid. I was showing some of the other stuff that I do. I do warm-up streams Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I do a lot of critters, which is part of why I'm a big fan of yours. But I don't... Today I'm just doing warm-up streams, but I do a lot of like book illustration work. So here's the piece I was working on yesterday. Here's the companion piece that it's kind of going along with for my... I'm trying to get into book illustration. So that's the kind of thing that I do typically on stream. But in the mornings, I do warm-up streams as well. And we also do some creature design stuff, like I take sea slugs and turn them into dragons and that kind of thing. So if you're into any of that, that's what you can expect here. I popped into your recommended. Oh, no way! That is the second time someone told me that happened this week. I'm also kind of newly returned to Twitch. So I haven't streamed on Twitch in a long time. I've been lurking for years. But I just haven't really like, I don't know. I was always kind of intimidated by Twitch, so this last couple months I decided I'm gonna try and actually like meet people on Twitch. And I was always curious how the recommended thing would work, but that's good to hear. I must be doing something right. I appreciate those raiders. You're probably the only reason that happened, guys. So thank you, Bannerkind and Bird Girl. Appreciate you guys for bumping up my numbers enough to stick me in somebody's recommended. Very cool. Well, thank you. Oh, and you oh, nice. That's flattering. I've been a lurker on the internet for a long time, but the internet has always kind of terrified me, so I've really not interacted as much as I should have. I'm trying to change that this year. I really want I'm ready for my career to go somewhere, so I think I just need to like put myself out there. But anyway, how are you doing? If you have any art you're working on or that you want to share with the group, definitely please do. Or just, lurk, that's fine. We're just doing some warm-up sketches today. I'm kind of reaching the end of it probably. But we're gonna do one more amphibian. Somebody requested I don't know how to say it, Cecalian? It's basically a big long worm amphibian. So I want to draw this one because it looks a little wrinkly and there's like some texture here. These ones are just kind of like, it's a bunch of rings. I mean, it's interesting to look at, but I don't necessarily want to draw it. Although it's funny because like, here's the eyes, like you can see. These little tiny, I think they're blind, aren't they? I don't know if Yakota is still in here. Yakota is the one who recommended it. Say Celian, thank you, Sloppy Salamander. I trust your opinion on that. I figure you study these things. I just love this picture of this one trying to really just take on this giant earthworm. It's really funny. But I think I'm gonna draw this one because you got that distinctive shovel-shaped head that you can kind of make out. And there's like some amount of texture to draw. So even though it looks like a snake, don't be afraid. Those of you who don't like snakes, it's a shame because snakes are really cool, but it's not a snake. So don't worry, it's just one of these, but less derpy looking. Although maybe actually still kind of derpy. It looks very prehistoric, to be honest. But I think we're gonna draw one of these. And I'm gonna write the name down if anybody wants to do some research on these. Part of why I was interested in doing these guys, oh, a link, okay, great. Nothing new, just the dragon I shared in Steve's stream the other day. Nice, okay, hold on. I will pull that on stream in just a second. I actually don't think I saw this one. Oh, it looks so cool. Ugh. Yeah, I'll definitely show that on stream. I'm gonna write this name down really fast before I lose it. How do you say it? Kaylin? Kaylin, is that how you said it? Sloppy Salamander. Okay, here is this really awesome dragon by Blind Coyote Art. Amazing. Amazing. I love the lighting of this these ruins that it's in. And so sometimes from my warm-up streams, one of the things I want to get better at is like interiors and exteriors. And so we did like architecture earlier this month. Oh, this looks so cool. What are you working in? Yeah, I don't think I've seen this. Very awesome. Very awesome. Yeah, go give Blind Coyote Art a follow, guys. If you're not already following, this is what you're missing out on, okay? Really inspiring artwork. Definitely a big fan. So cool. I love the heaviness of the liquid too. Do a great job with that like body horror type drippy stuff. Excellent. So good. Oh, makes me want to draw dragons. Maybe we'll just draw dragons, guys. But I hope your day is going well, Blind Cody. Photoshop. Okay, nice, nice. I was wrong. You had it right the first time. Oh, Sicilian. Okay. Well, there we go. Sicilian. It's been solved. Thank you for looking that up, Sloppy. Okay, so we're gonna do that shovel shape right here. I always want to draw dragons or big cats. I feel you, Kudo. They're fun, you know? We did a big cat warm-up stream the other day. I did lions from home the day that I had to do it early. Have you drawn dragons? Will you draw dragons? When will you draw dragons? Styx, I know that you're joking. Yeah, do your thing. Thanks for popping in. Thanks again for that follow, Blind Coyote. Appreciate you. Oh, not from Jupiter. Well, I'm glad you're here too. Man, you guys are so nice today. I'm having so many nice people in my chat. Yeah, not from Jupiter. Welcome. I'm glad that this snaky looking amphibian did not scare you off. I'm trying to get these big chunks, you know? There's so many, like, I know it just looks simple and it would be easy to be like, oh, I'm gonna draw this and we're just gonna draw like a long line, right? But you don't learn anything from that. So for this is like a deceptively simple thing to draw. So anyone who is actually sketching along, maybe challenge yourself and see if you can really get like the structures in there. It's like, okay, this is lumped here, but think about why. Oh, it's because like the neck is actually turning this way and it's causing creases. You know, and then I can kind of almost pick out the spine right there. You can see how the spine and the muscles are sort of like, actually that might be a muscle to support perhaps. But yeah, just think about what's going on underneath. So anybody who's drawing this, don't be deceived. It's going to be a little more complex than you think. Try to follow the flow of the spine and really think about the muscles and how they might attach to those bones and why you're seeing wrinkles in certain places or lumps in certain places. Try to make it have that form. Whenever I'm drawing, I kind of think sculpturally a little bit. Oh shoot, speaking of sculptures, I told you guys like 4 times now I would show you those sculptures that I'm selling later. Okay, I will grab that in just a second. But yeah, just try and like challenge yourself to find the complexity, you know, figure out why, ask yourself why. You know, why is this lump here? Why is this wrinkle here? How can I make that look more 3-dimensional, even though it's a 2-dimensional drawing? Or painting. I know some of you are working just in color, so if you're painting those shapes, think about value. Like, how can I use value? Like, why is it dark here and light here? what's reflecting, like how is that light bouncing. All of this stuff is how you train your observational eye to become a better artist. So if you're somebody who's drawing along, or a kiddo who's drawing along with a parent or something, just, you know, ask yourself those questions, talk about those things with each other. I know I have a few kiddo parent duos who lurk in my warm-up streams, so yeah, feel free to do that. Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. I appreciate you guys. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you guys, thank you also for all the new followers today. I really appreciate. You guys are pushing me toward that follower goal already this early in April. I'm very thankful. I'm just, yeah, like I said, anybody out there who is watching and who's like unsure, you know, about this whole Twitch thing, and you've been thinking about streaming, give it a try. Art Twitch is like, seriously, it's such a supportive social media for art. I can't even, I'm really, like I've said this so many times on stream, but I'm really upset with past Casey for not just getting over her fear. Oops, did not realize I was doing that on the same layer. I also have a layer command for that reason, because I'm prone to that. I get a little excited. There we go. Okay. But yeah, past Casey made a mistake in not getting involved in the art community here a little bit more when she was first around, back in like 2016. I wish Amaze would stream. I think he should. Amaze, I'm not talking directly to you, but I am talking to people in your situation who are great artists, who have things to put out there, things that people would be interested in, and just maybe haven't done it. And I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just talking to people in that situation. Like, if you're an artist, even if you're just starting out and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't think I'm good enough, but I'm here. Like, just put yourself out there. You'll find your people that are interested in what you're into. And yeah, one of these days I'm gonna convince Amaze to stream. Even if it's just like one time. Don't even have to commit to a schedule. Just like one time. Just give it a try. I will I will shout out the heck from that. Or that's not how you make sentences. I'll just tell people to go watch you, is what will happen. In the various ways that happens. Bad at Englishing today. I love this derpy face though. I mean, how can you be afraid of an animal with a face like this? There's no way. You would look at this and be like, that's a derpy snake. Look at him. I can't quite tell actually. I think that actually might be a reflection. I don't think that's actually his nose. I think his nose is actually down here. That's just part of that shovel shape we were talking about. Like, this is a creature that you just look at and you're like, I am safe. I don't even think, do they have teeth? They might have teeth. Maybe you're not totally safe. But you're not gonna like instantly be afraid of this, right? Look at this face. Okay, let me go grab that sculpture. So I'll show you guys really fast. Okay, so this is the one that's gonna be up for sale. This is gonna be in-person delivery only. But I am going to be putting it in my Ko-fi. Oh, that's not how you do that. There we go, I twitched, look at that. I've shown this, I think I showed this a few streams ago. This is the only one I have that's actually ready to be put out for sale. The rest of them, either they just need to be finished. Most of them are pretty close. Another one that I might paint on stream actually sometime soon, just because I need to get it off my list. I've literally traveled with this thing for like over a decade. This is probably the oldest sculpture that I still have. It's incredibly delicate. It's one of the earliest Sculpey sculptures that I ever made. And I really want to paint it and just give it a home because I'm tired of carrying it around. I like it a lot. Like, I had a lot of fun with the feathering detail on this one. And it was kind of an interesting effect, like the curl of the wings. So I overbaked this sculpture like a lot. I'll show in my Discord how badly later on, but this thing was like brick red when it came out of the oven. I mean, it was burnt. If you look closely, the feet are still a little bit brown, but over the years, it's just like faded. I think I sat it in the sun I used to sit in my windsill when I was in college. And then like when I had my first apartment, like it's just always kind of sat out. And so I think over time it's kind of faded back to white, so I can actually paint it now and it sort of look okay. But yeah, I'd like to put this one up for sale, but as you can see, there's just all these little details that just wouldn't ship well. Like those little feathers, those little like spiny bits on top, and the teeth, the toes, like there's no way I could actually send this through the mail. And there's like some feather detailing underneath. I haven't really shown that yet, but I'll have pictures of it. Oh, my thumb's in the way. I'll have pictures of it up whenever I have it listed. But anyway, these are the types of sculptures that I do, and I do sculpture streams like at the end of the month. Styrofoam cutout. Even that, I feel like it would bounce. Like I feel like if this jostled even just like a little in the box and hit the styrofoam, the little pieces I feel like would break off. You know, like I just don't think it would be. I don't trust it. So these, when I sell these originals, they're gonna be in person only, so that's gonna kind of limit who can purchase them, unfortunately. But I do know a lot of people travel to Colorado, so if anyone's here this summer and is interested, let me know. But I'm gonna list them and I'm gonna have that in the information. Like you won't be able to purchase them through Ko-fi, I think. It'll be like you'll have to work it out with me personally, but I am gonna have them posted online. And I'm just gonna see how that works. I've never used Ko-fi to sell originals or really to sell anything. So I'm a little bit, I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. But that's the plan, is to use Ko-fi for the sales of some originals. I have some print, like paper originals that I'll probably be selling. Those I could ship because I can more easily protect a painting than I can like a delicate sculpture. But yeah, so keep an eye on that. That will be coming hopefully after stream. It's like something I'm hoping to get off my to-do list today. All right, I'm gonna draw in some of these wrinkles. I might actually paint this one just because I think there's a lot to learn about the critter from the light. So I may actually just do a quick painting before we find someone to pass the lovely raid along to. And thanks again for those raiders. I don't know how many of you are still in chat, but I appreciate you hanging out. I will be looking for a family-friendly art streamer to raid into. Usually there's a few on in the morning. So yeah, if you are a kiddo or if you're watching with kiddos, just know that that is always my goal. I'm always taking suggestions though, so if anybody knows of like a generally work safe art stream, or sometimes I'll do like educational streams, but I try to keep it art related around here. But yeah, if you know of any, please suggest me some names. I probably won't raid into them today because I like to vet the stream before I actually, excuse me, I'm so sorry, vet the stream before I actually go in there. Just kind of see what the general atmosphere tends to be like. But I will definitely, I have a list that I'm keeping, a list of who is safe to raid into. So, all right, let's paint real fast. This purpley blue color is great. And then if anyone has any art that they'd like to share, I am going to be sharing, there's a few pieces in the warm-up art section of my Discord, so if anybody has warm-ups, it doesn't have to be stuff that it doesn't have to be these amphibians today, it can be whatever you want. But if you have any work that you'd like to share, feel free to drop it in the Discord and I'll happily show it on stream if you're okay with that. I don't know if Yakota is still here, but I'd like to show the frog drawing that they did. Yeah, and if you're not okay with me sharing it, but you just want to share it on Discord, just let me know that when you post it. But I really like sharing the artwork. We have a lot of cool artists in my Discord. I'm really, really grateful for that. So, okay. I think I got most of that. Go ahead and preserve that. Before you sell it, you should get your phone and 3D scan it, so you always have some version you could print if you wanted to later. I would not even know how to begin to do that. Can you please send me a message at some point, Sticks, and explain scan it, like so an app that I can 3D scan on my phone? What? I did not even know there was a thing on your phone. Wait, if that's so easy to do, how do you keep people from just like stealing sculptures and making their own? Ugh, technology, so great, and yet so, this makes it so easy for the unethical. Interesting, interesting. That's, not heard of this. I'm cheating a little bit just to go fast. I do like to say, if you have more time than I do right now, if you ever have time to just like challenge yourself to try and find these colors on the color wheel, like kind of look at it and be like, okay, this color is gonna be a little bit lighter. I'm seeing a little bit more light blue in that color, so like maybe it's this. That would be like my kind of guess. And then I like to test myself and see how close I got. Oh, hey, look at that. I actually got pretty darn close. It's just like one little spot over on the color wheel right there. Nice. It's a fun challenge. I think it's a really good way to train your eye to see color, but I don't have time to do that for all these colors today, so I'm just selecting. But if you have the time, that's a good way to train your eye. It's another way of like art training to kind of help you understand color theory a little bit. To know like, okay, that's not just a paler version of this purple. I can see a little more blue hue, so I'm gonna slide this over on the blue just a little bit and then go up. And that's how you find that color. Yeah, just there's lots of ways to train your artistic observational skill. It's not just sketching. You can learn a lot through color as well, color and value. Do it, do it. Be amazed at how quickly you will improve when you do it. It's a lot of fun. And that is obviously, of course, one of the benefits of working digitally is it's a whole lot easier to do that than to have to sit there and mix paint colors. But you can still do it, for sure. You can still do it traditionally. But for the sake of time, I am going to speed this up slightly. I love these little wrinkles here that make little Ys. That's something to keep in mind when you're drawing like a wrinkly critter. Don't always see a shadow, but sometimes you just see the highlight. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm drawing in the highlights right now that I'm seeing. And you can also take these lighter blues and make some wrinkles too. Don't have to always just use the highlight. That's some of what you get in these little wrinkly shapes. Oops, I broke chat again, sorry. Beauty Soul! Yeah, see you later, Isol. I'll try and catch your anniversary stream later today. Thanks for popping in. It was so good to see you. I'm honored to have you. So many awesome artists in my chat today. I'm so honored to have all of you. Twitch art is great, guys. Everybody should just start streaming on Twitch art, and we should all leave Instagram behind. It's so much nicer here. Honestly, if you're feeling frustrated with Instagram, that should be enough motivation to just get on Twitch. You'll get way more engagement and meet cool people. Alright, I'm having some trouble here, hold on. Thank you. I'm glad you like my wrinkles. Diesel, I'm quite proud of them. Oh, you mean these? Oh, sorry. I couldn't resist. I apologize. It was a bad joke. Casey Snow Art, where you come for the bad jokes and then leave because of the bad jokes. It's okay. I wouldn't blame you. I feel like, so I have a day job that's pretty public facing. I don't talk about what it is, but what I do is very much like talking to people all day. And I feel like it's kind of ruined me in some ways, because it's part of my job is to kind of like encourage people to be interested in the thing that the thing that I'm talking about. And so what you end up doing is you just end up, I feel like my whole job is just like making one-liners all day, like just saying one-liners all day. And I've gotten to this place where it's hard for me now to have just a normal conversation, I feel like, because my brain is so used to just looking for the stupid comment that I could make. It's a little annoying, so I apologize. I apologize. Like, I annoy myself when I do it, and I don't mean to. And I never used to be that way. At least not that I remember. I think it's like brought out my latent, I don't know. I wouldn't say snarky, because I don't really feel like I'm snarky, but I don't know, maybe a little. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I apologize. I deeply regret all of the things. I like this pink right here. This is like a good, I kind of want to push that just a little bit. Nice pink color. This critter has a lot of color variation going on, actually, in these shadows. If you look closely, there's a lot to notice. A lot to notice. Alright. I already have left Instagram behind, I don't blame you. I really like to hear I'm happy. Oh, are we back? Are we back? OBS just had a hiccup, guys. I'm so sorry. I was like, why can't I pick my heart emote? Oh, because so refresh, guys, refresh. It should be back. I apologize for that. That was weird. I was not a fan of that OBS. I was just about to send all these lovely folks off on a raid. Don't make me lose my raid. Hold on. I wanted to go bless somebody. Who can we bless today? You know what? We haven't done Duke Hoover in a while, and he is definitely very family friendly. If he's still on when I'm ready to raid, I think we're gonna go raid him. He's such a sweetie. Yeah. Okay. Looks like everything's back. Okay. Phew. Let's see if he's still on in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna finish this salamander, and then we're probably gonna go raid Duke Hoover. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was probably just saying how great Twitch is and how everyone should leave Instagram. So, you know, you're not missing much. Maybe that's why OBS cut me off. The Instagram overlords are listening. They don't like what I'm saying. They don't like it. No fee. Oh my gosh, speaking of another great artist, wow, so many awesome artists have popped in today. I am so honored. You guys should all go follow Nofi. We rated her yesterday. Nofi Blue. I'll show you what I'm working on. Oh, Amaze beat me to it. Shoot, I'm sorry, Amaze. You got a double shout out there. I thought maybe he was drawing. I was trying to help you, Amaze. I was trying to help you help me. Nofi, we're drawing amphibians today for warm-ups. So tomorrow we're going to be drawing owls, I think is what I put on the list. We've done birds of prey, but I want to kind of narrow the focus and just do owls tomorrow. So I think that'll be fun. Draw some feathery critters. But yeah, we're doing amphibians right now. So this is a legless amphibian. It's actually a type of salamander. It's called a Sicilian, kind of like the Italian, I guess. Yeah, tomorrow is Owl's Day. Assassin birds, I know, they really are. Silent stalkers, they're so cool. Owls are great. So we'll be doing owls tomorrow. If anybody wants to come back tomorrow for warm-up streams, come with your pencils ready. We'll be kind of breaking down owls in the same way that we broke down amphibians today. We'll start with, you know, skeletal study and then go into the actual critter. But I couldn't resist these wrinkles on this salamander. I had to kind of dig in just a little bit before heading off. How are you doing, Nofi? Do you want to show any artwork that you're working on? Froggy! Yeah, Nofi is a sweetheart. I love hanging out on Nofi's stream. Such a chill place. Always has some nice music on in the background. Really soft-spoken. Yeah, very, very sweet person. Go hang out with Nofi. If you aren't already following Nofi. Was doing this really beautiful portrait yesterday, like did it so quickly. I actually kind of want to go back and watch your stream and be like, how did you do this so fast? Like, what is your process here? Because I am not good at people, and I'm trying to get better at people. We are going to be doing some people warm-up studies at some point this year when I get brave. I'm not brave yet, but one day I'll be brave and then we'll do it. At the very least, we'll do like hands and faces and that kind of thing. But I do want to do a few like action poses and that kind of stuff. So if you guys like warm-up sketches, stick around because we do those Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, doing owls. And tomorrow is actually it's the first Wednesday, so that means it is Dragon Design Day, Sea Slug Dragon Design Day. So let me see if Duke, hopefully he's not getting off too soon. Okay, great, he's still going. For anyone who's just popping in, we do first and third Wednesdays are Sea Slug Dragon Design. So here's one that I did a while ago. But we take a sea slug, little nudibranch of some kind, and turn it into a dragon. So it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite creature design challenges that we do here, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it immensely. So yeah, we'll go do that. But I think I'm about done with this guy. I should probably head off. I have a whole bunch of to-do list things that I'm like right on the edge of being finished with, including setting up a new microphone for my studio. So I'm excited about that. But I would love to see me draw people. Nofi, honestly, I think I'm afraid to draw people because I'm afraid everyone will lose respect for me because I'm so bad at people. I don't draw them ever, but I need to draw them more, so I'm working on it. Anyway, that's coming at some point. But for now, yes, the microphone. I know I didn't get it set up yesterday. Yesterday was kind of garbage for me. Gosh, a whole bunch of stuff happened. Anyway, it's a new day. It's a new day. So let's go right into Duke Hoover. He does really adorable, usually it's fan art of some kind. It actually looks like he's drawing Zelda right now, some Zelda fan art. He has a super cute style, very anime, a lot of watercolory textures. I think you guys will really like him if you haven't seen his work already. Why don't you stick around? Rating, if you're new to Twitch, is kind of a fun way to encourage other artists and meet other artists. And I really enjoy his vibes as well. He's very chill. Usually has some good tunes, good vibes, that kind of things. But I hope you have a good day, Nofi. Thanks for popping in, and thank you everybody else. Thank you for everyone in chat. It will sound even like my jump scares. Can you imagine jump scares with a new mic? I'll probably hit the thing. It's on like a boom arm, so I'm gonna be able to like move it around as needed. So I'm hoping it's gonna help a little bit with the jump scares actually, because anyway, part of why those happen is because of my sound system. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time. But if anybody wants to hang out, Amaze dropped the links in chat. I've got my Discord link there. Thank you, Amaze. You're awesome. Social media links if anyone wants to follow me. I am not leaving Instagram. One of the things I'm going to do once I finish my taxes is actually start scheduling some posts there. But I have plans. There's too much to do in so little time. So Instagram has fallen by the wayside a bit. But that is my other main social media is Instagram. So if anybody wants to hang out, please do. But for now, let's go say hi to Duke. See what he's up to. Appreciate you guys hopping on the raid train for a few minutes while we do that. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow for owls. We're doing owl studies in the morning in case you missed that. So yeah, happy wildlife week, everybody.